Wow.
What happened? You got high, um, more subscriber, no?
I'm only doing 700 baud. Can you see me?
Well then. Um, yeah. Yeah, I can see you. Hello. Oh. There you go. Welcome to our live stream. Special guest, Shana
Hope.
Carrillo. And guess what? Who got her social security number today?
Well, we applied for it. We actually got it online.
Yeah.
And we're actually about 5 minutes early
Yep.
getting this started. But we're trying to.
Set up.
I'm doing it with my. I'm doing it with our.
Yeah.
There we go. Where are you? There you are.
I'm here. I'm wearing mask. Sorry. I'm just having a
Oop. Down.
running nose and
Yeah. Welcome to that lovely Phoenix weather. That
so I got bad allergies actually when I arrive here.
we
Normally
go to the
it's
Philippines,
just
I get allergies. We come to Phoenix, she gets allergies.
yeah. So normally yeah. So it helps when I have this because it's not more of the because of the
All the
grains,
pollens and
pollen
greens and
grains.
stuff that you're not used to.
So
But we figured we would take you around and show you the neighborhood.
yeah.
And we're going to start trying to do the live streams, walking live streams once a week,
Yeah. Here in
this
Phoenix.
time and day.
Yeah.
And an office live stream, probably just me
Yeah.
on Thursdays at this time.
Okay. Let's start.
But come join us as we explore our neighborhood. Oh, yeah, that's our house.
Yeah. We got a lot of cars, but
And speaking of which, it's not a bad neighborhood. I've actually left the garage door open repeatedly and have never had an issue. Yeah, Cindy and her parents were amazed at the the garage door opener. I hope this is working without buffering. It says I'm down to 700 baud a minute. It says I'm down to 700 baud, so.
where are we heading? Going that direction? Go to the school? Let's
All right, that'll work.
It's not, with the light or.
Yeah, because it's 6 p.m. in the afternoon here. And so the sun's kind of setting. And as bright as the sun is, Chana's not terribly in love with the sun.
Yeah, she just squint like mama.
A lot of difference from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Sidewalks you can actually walk on without worry about falling into holes or tripping on trip hazards or any of that such nonsense.
Yeah. True. They walk so slow.
But
I need to buy new slippers. I don't like when I get arrived. I have Philippine shoes, slippers. I like it like easy to wear, like this. I hold
yeah,
China.
she can quite literally take those things off without ever missing a stroke.
It's not COVID. Allergies. Oh, that's a small garage.
Yeah, that's a one-car garage.
So we really have a big garage.
We have a huge garage as
Two-
compared to the one-car garages here.
Yeah, it's like 2 bedrooms in the Philippines, huh? No?
It's probably about the size of Queensland condo.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Not quite as Queensland condo. I don't think was quite as wide as our garage. But if you took the actual square footage, I think our garage and that were probably about the same size. Yeah, we live in a 968 square foot, 63 square foot house, just under 1,000 square foot. It's a little 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's got a big 2-car garage. That the 2-car garage is probably about half of the square footage of the house. That one of these walks, hang on just a second. Right up that direction is the main street. And one of these walks, I'll probably take you out to that and show you what the main street here is. It's not much different than any other main street in the US or Canada or any Western country. See if I'm on. Is it the sound coming through? Yeah, we're checking the sound quality and all that fun stuff. Frame rate is horribly low. Yeah, we're checking the sound quality and all that fun stuff. Yeah, okay. Frame rate is horribly low. Yeah, the bit rate is horribly low. I'm sorry. The frame rate's sticking right at 30. But the bit rate is all the way down to 700. Normally this low in the Philippines, it would have locked up by now. But yeah, here you just don't see people walking out. You don't see much of anything. Yeah. When Cindy came faster.
Straight, huh?
Yeah. Oh, you want to swing by Marlene's? Paula Marlene's?
No, they're
Okay.
not in the house. We
Oh.
did Bible study.
Oh, okay. Tuesdays?
Yeah. I need to figure it out their schedule because we're just settling in too. Are you sleepy there? I love someone sleeping.
We'll have to set it up with Paul one day.
Yeah.
That do a walking live stream, walk over to their place, have him come out. What are you doing taking a video of my house?
Is it loading? It's like the...
It's doing that, but that's why I've had you check it a couple times.
Let's see. Sorry, I need to... You could go.
Yeah, Cindy's checking it again.
Yeah.
And
It's just weird screen.
the other thing too is I'm using my American phone for this one. And this is actually the first time I've ever used the American phone with this particular app.
Look at this. Is it normal? It's like shaky.
Yeah. This is the first time I've used the turn up the sound.
See that?
This is the first time I've used the turn up the sound. Huh? Okay. It's coming through fine, but it's just like I say, it's hovering around 700 baud a second. So yeah. I don't get it. It's low, but eh. I'll keep trudging along and see what happens. Yeah, there's a lot of people putting money into houses now.
Yeah.
That there is some huge amounts of equity in a lot of these houses.
Where's your falsifier now?
We have a massive amount of equity. That I bought the house in 2012, right at the tail end of the foreclosure markets. And so we've got some pretty healthy amount of equity in the house. Yeah, we talked pretty seriously. We even talked with a realtor friend of ours before we left about selling the house. And in the end, Cindy just didn't feel comfortable and wanted someplace to come back to for various reasons. And so we agreed, okay, yeah, we can do that. And like I've said, that my son and a friend were renting it. And so they paid the mortgage and utilities, so it didn't cost us anything. And we are immensely thankful with the way things worked out. We are immensely thankful we did that.
That's cool.
That
In the Philippines, Daddy, you can do like that in the video.
yeah, I thought about that. I thought about stopping and saying hi and talking with him, but hey.
But, you know.
Yeah, and the entire time I've been here, I've only met one or two neighbors. And, oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. Take a picture first.
They got a nice little phone here.
Yeah.
See, that's the other fun thing about walking the neighborhoods here.
You can,
Coming up with design ideas.
yeah.
We own a little corner lot, as you guys saw. And we've thought about a few different ideas. Here, why don't you walk on the inside?
Thank you.
Where those slopes aren't quite as bad. You see, I kind of like stuff like this that some do, that put these little walkways through their yards.
And even that one up is so pretty.
Now, what they did for their porch may not be a bad idea for us. That we've got the afternoon sun that hits unmercifully. It would block our view of the neighborhood, but you know, it's a residential neighborhood, not a whole lot of view to begin with. It's only 7 minutes into it, and I didn't advertise this one terribly well, just simply because I didn't want to.
We'll try again next time. See?
Right, next week we'll give it a shot. Hey, Michael and Heidi, how you doing today?
Are they in Phoenix or Arizona? Right, Mike?
Well, ask.
Hi. Hi, Mike, Kel, and Heidi. Are you in Phoenix, right? Or my memory is short, like my height. So.
Yeah, I tease people. My memory is a lot like Cindy, really good, but a tad bit short. That I was thinking you guys were here in Phoenix. If so, we need to schedule a meetup.
I'm California working, but I am.
Oh, very cool. Well, when you get back, we'll probably, if you notice, we haven't done anything in the last week. We've just been catching up and recovering from jet lag and trying to knock the house back into some kind of shape and all that stuff. And so yeah, we didn't fall off the face of the earth. We just kind of were in recovery mode. Now, surprisingly, Chana handled the flight exceptionally well.
Yeah. She's so behaved too. Wherever we go. Sorry.
Oh.
That hurts?
She saw a beetle. I used to get smacked in the forehead whenever that happened. I guess that's the common thing to do in the Philippines.
Well, my classmates do that too, so I don't know if other places still do that during my time, but yeah, we do that during my generations.
Yeah, the other thing we did today We took Chana down and applied for her Social Security card. So they said in about 2 weeks she'll have it in the mail.
Yeah.
And then we get the fun of going through and doing income taxes. Oh boy.
Wildflower, so pretty. I missed this.
Cindy.
Sorry, get distracted.
Cindy loves looking at the flowers in the front yards of people. One of these days, we'll have to get her a flower garden out back. We've got the backyard for it. It's a little intense on sun. But it ought to be a pretty cool place. Hey, David, how you doing today? That
We miss you guys.
we're the other side of the world of you this time. Quite literally. That we took about a week's hiatus, just recover and recoup, and we decided to do these once a week about this time, so it's the same time, but we're gonna do them Tuesdays and Thursdays local time.
Yeah.
Because I think you're in Wednesday. It was technically nonstop. They were asking about how was our trip. Michael and Heidi asked how was our trip.
It was good. Aside from the last leg, it was interesting. I think those are Filipinas over there walking. So
Where?
Three ladies. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, very cool.
I think, but
Do you know them?
maybe I know them.
Oh, okay. About 6. No, there's about 8 Philam couples that live here in the neighborhood.
No,
And what's
9.
funny, huh?
9.
9. And what's funny is they've been here as long as I have, and I've several of them been here way longer than I have, and I never knew them until I met Cindy. You want to go over to that side of the road, or you want to stay out from this side?
Walk over there.
Okay. We did a semi nonstop that, for whatever reason, the TSA isn't allowing flights from Cebu. That they have to go through Manila and extra security and some other stuff. And so we flew from Cebu to Manila, and then flew from Manila to LA.
Hi! Kamusta? May anak ako! Si Cindy!
Leave it to a Filipina to be walking down the street halfway around the world and meet people she knows.
Cindy! I saw it on the picture!
Mayang hapon.
Yeah! I heard you guys came home! Yeah! Ate, kamusta? Salamat! Guwapa!
Ano, 4 months?
4 months.
4 months?
Anak kinano?
Nakano ka din eh?
Nakanak ka din. Oo! It's a surprise.
Itong anak ninyo, kamukha ninyo mag-asawa.
Oh, mix na. Na-mix
Oh.
na halo.
You look bored of you.
Look at her.
We went to visit Mirna and she been showing the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, she look in I called Dina and I said,
Look at
you
her.
should see the baby.
She is so pretty. Very pretty. Look at you. Tingnan, Nanay Lita. Their house is over there. Sa kanya, over there. And then,
I think we put it up to 12 people. 12 Philam couples we know now.
So all the time to James' house.
yeah, we always went to James' house. So we are walking. We're wandering. Ate, pumayat ka.
Saan kayo sa Pilipinas?
Sa Cebu.
Cebu.
So, kakarating lang namin
Saan?
a week
Saan?
ago
Saan
sa
ka sa
Cebu. Sa Cebu nga. Pero,
Ay, Cebu nga.
oo, we stayed in Cebu City.
Cebu nga.
Cebu nga.
Kilala mo nga. De Los Santos.
De Los Santos. May kilala ka mga De Los Santos.
Anong pangalan? What's your name?
Shana. It's a Hebrew name of gift from God because we've been married for like 7 or 6 years. And yeah, doctor said we're infertile both. But yeah, we go to the Philippines.
S-H-A-N-N-A?
C-H-A-N-N-A.
C-H.
So it's a Hebrew name of a miracle from God.
You gotta love Filipinos no matter where they are in the world.
Ang amiga ko, doktora. From Cebu nga.
Oh, buyag! Praise the Lord! I got a baby! Very healthy!
Wala yung insindi sa buyag. Buyag day! Buyag day!
No, I've never met these people before. I have no idea who they are.
Look at her!
Cindy seems to know them through friends of hers.
Umuwi sa, sa Pilipinas?
Next month.
Next month ka. Ilang months ka doon?
7.
Oh, 7.
Bakit?
Okay lang. At
Ikaw,
least okay na yung
more than 1
restriction.
year kayo, no?
Eh, naku. Wrong timing nga eh.
Kasi we always see them walking.
COVID stuff.
Doon ka nanganak?
Ha?
Sa Pilipinas?
That we actually took the trip from Manila to LA nonstop, but because it was the evening flight, we didn't get into LA until 6 evening. Hour and 20 minutes to get through customs, immigration, and everything else. And so we just overnighted in LA. That there was a 4-point Sheraton.
Pero hindi ko alam yung bahay mo.
Andiyan lang sa 31st.
5:30 na tayo bukas.
Oo,
Oo,
mainit.
kasi mainit. We started at 5 and it's hot.
Oh. Init kaayo soon.
Init kayo. Kabalo ka magbisaya.
Gamay lang.
Kamay lang. Magtuon ka magbisaya. Kay Bisaya man imong asawa.
You learn daw Bisaya, yeah.
You already know how to speak their own language.
Gamay. Gamay kaayo.
I'm gonna teach her.
Basit laang.
Ate, thank you.
Okay.
Sige.
Oh.
Bye, baby. Ay, naku, sis, very.
In Ilocano, basit laang.
Interpret.
Pag gano'n na kayo, pag gano'n na kayo.
Oo, pag kami babay.
That yeah, Michael and Heidi, you're not kidding. It's way cool. When Mama and Papa came here, I had taken them to the barber I see, and there was a new barber in there in the shop. And
Chana, you're popular.
ironically, it was a Filipino barber, so Papa got the same exact haircut he'd get down in downtown Cebu or Sabunga. And those two chatted like they were old friends. Kind of stereotypical Filipino thing.
Chana, you don't know them yet, but they already know you. Ate Myrna showed the pictures to them.
Oh, so they've already seen Chana.
Yeah.
Now they actually got to meet Chana.
Yeah.
I guess we have an international Facebook star.
Yes. She's popular in the Filipino neighborhood or community.
Oh, you ain't lying on that one. That we kind of like the nonstop Manila to LA. We'd prefer that they go back to doing the Cebu to LA, but
The only struggle we got is when we arrived in LA and they didn't really helpful. They're not really, when we arrive in LA,
all that
they're not helpful.
yeah, that one was kind of a, and that's stereotypical for PAL though.
Yeah,
We checked the stroller, and they never did get us a stroller, did they?
we waited in the carousel. It's like giving you hope and then they didn't really provide it.
Yeah, no, that didn't go well at all. Uh, and we finally did get the. Hey, Brandon, how you doing today?
We need to meet up Brandon. He's in Laveen. He's in Laveen.
Uh-oh. I don't think we've been out in public that she hasn't met a Filipino somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys are familiar with it, the farmer's market that's over on
Yes.
Thunderbird in
They're doing.
Thunderbird in 51, Roadrunner Park.
Oh, okay.
And she went in and was looking at some stuff and started talking. There was a Filipino there that she wound up talking to.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a frickin' boat ton of Filipinos here that it's amazing. And that's part of the beauty to this neighborhood. Well, in Phoenix in general, Phoenix has a huge Filipino community. Oh yeah, this is the local elementary school. So if we stay until elementary age, she'll have a school right here that we can go to.
Yeah.
And
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good.
There's a couple of charter schools nearby here too.
I think someone is practicing driving like me. I think.
This is where Cindy came down and practiced for her driving quite a bit.
We go here.
Well, no, there's what I was trying to point out is there's a
The
walk
walk
behind, so
behind.
it's a flat level.
Sorry, Chana. Mama's.
Yeah, you're not gonna see stuff like that.
Mama's troublemaker.
I don't know if any of you guys watched the YouTuber Finn Snow. That he's from Iceland, and he took his girlfriend, fiance, to Iceland in Reykjavik or whatever the capital of Iceland is,
There's
and almost the entire hotel staff that they stayed at was Filipino. They started talking with them and found out that there's a huge Filipino community in Reykjavik, Iceland. So yeah, the Filipinos are everywhere in the stinking world. My sister, that she's a nurse, I've spoke about her repeatedly on the channel, but she was saying the estimates are that 30% of nurses worldwide are Filipino. Quite a few doctors are Filipino. That the medical profession is hugely populated by Filipino all over the world. Doctors, dentists, and other professionals have to have licensure here in the individual states, and that can be a little bit of a problem. Nurses, lab techs, and some other medical type professions, that you can take your licensure in the Philippines. We've got a friend of ours that he's a lawyer, and we've got another friend of ours that he's Filipino and is a bar certified lawyer in the Philippines. But
okay, that's a US CRV.
oh, that's a new Honda CRV.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we just bought a new. Well, we're trying to buy a new car.
Sorry, I got distracted again. So we're gonna go Chan and then go back there in the 33 year and then go, huh?
Yeah.
Sige.
But the gentleman that's a lawyer here in the U.S. made comment that there's a few states that are allowing Filipinos to sit to the bar, and if they pass on the first try, they're a bar certified lawyer. If they don't pass on the first try, they have to go back and retake so many refresher credit hours of U.S. law. But yeah, that Filipinos here are amazingly well educated, well professionaled, I guess. How do you say that?
Yeah. Well
Uh,
educated.
they're very successful individuals.
Yes, I will say yeah.
We don't have the typical. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this because of heat, but as long as
We're
possible.
gonna go in that corner and turn.
We're going to go here or go down to the corner?
Go down to that corner and, or do you want to go?
No, I'd just as soon go down to the corner.
Okay, go back to the corner. Go down to the corner.
Yeah, this is the actual street.
The actual street. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. But I'll get to show you guys something too. The guys that don't know that I worked for the city of Phoenix for way too long, basically, and was a finisher, cement finisher with the city of Phoenix. If I can find it in here. They may have redone it. Maybe. Oh no, I see it. It's up there.
You want the one you're doing?
Not exactly the greatest lighting to show off here, but one of the first jobs I did in this yard was right here. This bit of sidewalk that she just walked over, I put in probably 16 years ago. I didn't live here in this neighborhood when I did it.
Oh, hot air balloon.
Where? Oh, very cool. I don't think you guys will be able to. Usually they're first thing in the morning out here.
The sun.
Yeah, they're pretty tiny even in real life. That. Oh, I've started this like 4 other times here. The other thing we did today, that just before we went down to the Social Security office,
Drive test drive.
that we, gotta love the U.S., that they brought a car out for us to road test. That the exterior that we've got, it's a nice vehicle, but it needs some help.
Did you sleep over there?
Right now it definitely needs a new set of tires, and I also think it needs some front end work. I'm not entirely sure.
Over there? Sorry. No, it's just a...
We thought somebody was napping. Getting it back in the U.S. Oh, we found the U.S. pretty good. That the plane just landed and we were right there. Wasn't a whole lot of looking for the U.S.
It's just like continuing life where we left, but with a baby.
Kind of.
No?
The biggest thing?
It's just a better version of ourselves. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because like
We're
always better version of ourselves, but more, right, Chana?
because we, like I said, because we own the house, we kept the house. Thank you for making me do that.
Oh, sorry.
Watch out. She almost ran off the curb. I
like the red paint.
The red paint.
On the roof. And look at the green. Sorry.
That's not paint, that's tiles.
Oh, those tiles.
Yeah, those are clay tiles.
Green is cool too. Is it Nile green? Nile green?
Yeah, one of the first things we need to do, we were supposed to have done it last year at this time, is paint the house. And David, this kind of answers part of your question. That the biggest thing we've noticed is prices have went off the frickin' charts. Yeah. Gasoline is about $4.30 a gallon here in Phoenix.
$4.30.
I just needed to go down by. Oh, she's seeing $4.50. I haven't. Well, it may be. I had to go down and buy a sheet of plywood, and a sheet of plywood, basic plywood, half-inch plywood, prices have just skyrocketed. They're kind of hoping to put off buying a car. We knew we wanted to, but there's enough issues with the Xterra that we decided to just pop and we started looking and found Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Not a CRV over there. We had one. We had one of the Gen 2 CRVs for about 6 years and really enjoyed it.
Yes, you're good.
But David,
Tara, tara.
we're hitting the ground running and catching up pretty quickly. The thing is just a call. And we're not getting as many perks as you guys do. Michael and Heidi, I was with the city for 20 years. And I technically retired in 2017. My last work was in 2015. That I tore a disc in my back at work. And because of it, I just can't do heavy manual labor for any length of time without severe pain. Which is actually part of the reason for these walks. That when I left, I couldn't walk around the block.
Yeah. And now it's
And by the end of it, and by doing that, and the guys that have been watching for a long time, if you remember, even in Cebu, I was stopping periodically and sitting or doing something like that, and I'd carry on a chat with you guys and then move on. And it's only gotten to be probably in the last 4 or 5 months that I was able to walk the entire hour without stopping. But yeah, I was there 20 years in the streets department and was a cement finisher for most of that time. At this point, that it's gotten a little crazy. These walks.
yeah, she
Done the walk. We've got quite a few viewers that are from Phoenix. We've got other countries, Philippines, New Zealand, Canada. So we figured let's continue at the same time, and that way it wouldn't kind of confuse everybody. And then we'll just do this. We'll just do Tuesdays, whatever day this is for you, at this time for a walking live stream.
Cactus Daddy.
And then,
sorry for interrupting.
oh,
There's yellow. Wait until it blooms and it will pink. Because I love the color of them.
cactus blooming.
Oh yeah, we need to go back to the this time. The Sonora, no.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking? I forgot. Trail wash, whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the name of the park and I can't think of it. Indian Bend Wash or something like that.
Wash something.
City Park
You're doing great.
that's got a bunch of walking trails and
Great,
such.
Shana. Gotta take a picture of you.
The Filipina thing, taking pictures and selfies.
Stay there.
There we go. We got photos. Yeah, our house, Redfin estimate is like 360, 380,
385, 388.
385, 388. And the house just ain't worth it. I'll be bluntly honest with you. There's no way I'd pay that much. I don't think there's any way I could pay that much for that house, let alone anything else. That there's been several people that have sold the houses that have went, 380s. There was one that was 400 that they'd put quite a bit of an addition onto it. They had a pool and some other stuff, but it was And it's just insane. And right now, trying to sell a place, yeah. If you got the hassle of trying to find someplace to go, and then, like you say, any profit you made is just going to get sunk right back into the new place. So, even trying to upgrade right now would kind of suck. That's the problem with trying to buy a car. That the car prices are so artificially high that right now they're about 30% higher than normal. And we managed to find a Hyundai Santa Fe that wasn't too badly priced. It was pricier than it should be, but it wasn't too awful bad. And it's in really nice shape and all that. In April of '92. The 2006, 2007, that era was kind of insane. That people were getting in bidding wars in the middle of a living room. You want to take the side room?
Yeah. We should just
Yeah, why don't we come back here and do this? I'll come out and block traffic. There's a deaf friend of mine that lives right down there. But the ex and I owned a house here in Phoenix at that point.
Okay.
Yep. And we had it, comps ran on it in July of 2007. In January of 2007, we lost almost $200,000 in equity. The price had dropped that badly, and it continued bottoming out. And it was shortly after that that her and I split up. And, well, anyways, that's another story. Rents, yeah. Rents have went off the stinking charts. That my son was talking about moving out after we got back. And at this point, he just can't afford it. He just can't afford to move out, literally. And yeah, like you say, that salaries just haven't kept up with it. But oh, nice Harley. That yeah, here you can get all kinds of trouble for showing stuff like that. So you only get brief glimpses. Ooh, that one's out on the street, so you can't complain. I like the Mustang.
You wanna go here?
Yeah.
We're gonna go there and
Okay. Big old Silverado. Yeah, wages have kind of stagnated in Arizona for a long time ago. Yeah, when my son moved in, the place he moved out of, he moved in September of 2020. The place he moved out of was like $1,100 a month. And it was a decent place, but it wasn't an upscale place. And yeah, his wages haven't went up since then. And that same apartment is a little over $2,000 a month at this point. Because he was kind of looking to go back there because it was fairly close to where he works and such. And yeah, there's no way he could afford to move in there at this point. He was barely making it on his own with that kind of rent.
gumamela.
Where?
Pretty gumamela.
Oh, go on. The hibiscus. There we go. Yeah, Cindy loves hibiscus. We may have to get one for the house. Hibiscus, I don't mind. Those what's that other one you like?
Roses.
No, the with the
Sunflowers.
freaking thorns that are a foot long. With the pink leaves. Yeah, I'm pulling a blank on the name of that. I should know it.
Pink leaves.
It's got the really doesn't have flowers, but a handful of leaves are pink. Got thorns like that freaking long.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I need to see the picture.
Probably. I'll think of it here in a little bit. Yeah, the $500,000 homes in these in Phoenix. I'd be thinking Fountain Hills, Paradise Valley. You know, not Scottsdale. Huh. Had an itch in my eye. I had to take off glasses there.
We need to put something eye drops in your eyes.
Yeah,
Before that.
we're still working on getting a decent schedule down. That I got some eye drops. Matter of fact, the same eye drops that I was using in Philippines. Except I got a gel type as well for evening use, and the intent's been there. The reality hasn't quite been. And that's just it. There's been a lot of intent that just hasn't materialized for a lot of reasons, and none of them good, none of them bad. Just the reality of life. Cindy's been updating her resume and all that fun stuff, and is getting ready to. But neither one of us are looking too intently for her to go back to work anytime in the immediate future. When she gets ready, you know, it'll be great. Probably end of April, sometime in May. Unless there's a fantastic offer that comes between now and then. She hasn't even put it out there that she's back and or looking for work. And she already had a healthcare provider company approach her about being interested to work with them. When she left, she actually worked for another healthcare provider, doing the accounting and such in there, and had a really good name with them. And since we've been gone, they've approached you 3-4 times to, you know, if you were interested in coming back. And so that when the time is right and everything is good, that there's not going to be a problem at all. You know, trying to find one. That's what I said. I think we can go straight there. Hey, we're here, but I'm just not sure where.
A little farther. Go here.
Okay.
I walked this neighborhood 100 times.
Yes, I drive the neighborhood. Hey, Mr. Ken, how you doing today? How long are we planning? That
And then we'll see, reassess after.
5 years, who knows what's going to look like. So we're just going with 3 to 5, and then we're going to... Oh, I thought it was welded steel. They had the cool pathways.
Yeah. This is a freeway with the lighting there. Huh?
Oh, I kind of like that. That... Oh, they've even got them in the bushes. Yeah, the bush has little lights in it. The Philippines for a month or two each year. We've talked about it. A lot of the house projects that we've wanted to do, we're going to get done. Uh, I don't know if any of you guys have even noticed, and I haven't been terribly a whole lot of attention to it, that I was going to try and start taking some more rides, but every time we tried, it didn't happen, and do a motovlog channel. The channel's still there, and the one thing she did give me permission to do, evening, is I've got a 1976 MG Midget that it's taken a back burner ever since we got together. That I had a 63 panel truck that I sold the year we met, and I had bought the MG Midget.
One Filipino lives in that house.
Which house?
They had the Christmas tree? Oh, the Christmas decoration.
Oh, okay. Right down there. Aren't they a little early even for Filipino time? But I got the okay to start playing with that and get it up and running again. But yeah, the way timing worked out and everything else, it just was one of those things that the best of intents, just timing just wasn't there. But I plan on trying to do the rebuild on that starting here in the next couple months, and do a little bit more with that channel. Just reviews of the cars we've got, different things I'm doing to them, and especially when the MG gets up and running, we'll start doing moto vlogs with that. But in the meantime, when we go down to Casa Grande and stuff like that, we'll throw up a video. And more geared a little bit more towards the Filipino audience that and this is the back way into our place. Yeah, even though pedestrians actually do have right of way here, hey, it's still best to wait.
Okay. Sorry. No, you're
No
fine.
worries.
We're going here. Have a good night.
You can go up on corners with wheelchair ramps. Yeah, Cindy loves the African daisies. I thought about getting some, but they spread so bad. Yeah, Filipinos are everywhere. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. I don't think we've been out in public for any major length that she has found other Filipinos. We were shopping at Winco, a grocery store here, and she runs across to Filipino. We were going to Sam's Club, and the greeter at the door is a Filipino. Yeah, it's kind of funny on that how many of them are like that. But we are almost back to the house. We're at 57 minutes in and 6:52, and sun's actually starting to go down quite well. Yeah, it's amazing. I've lived in this neighborhood since 2012. Most of these Filipinos that are in here have lived here way longer, and I never knew it until after Cindy showed up. Matter of fact, Sunday we were over to another Philam couple that's just down the block that way, that her husband was having a birthday, so they had a Filipino celebration.
Yeah. It's like the entire month. It's your birthday.
Yeah, it's kind of Filipino tradition that it's not a birthday day. It's not even a birthday week. It's a birthday month. Speaking of which, my son and I, in about a month, have got our birthdays coming up. So we're gonna do Famous Dave's. That's our tradition. And this is our house. We are back.
You're tired?
That's my little midget. That this summer, hopefully, as long as it's not boiling hot, we're gonna clean out the garage, get it in there, and start getting some work done to it. Another gearhead friend of mine that he's offered and actually looking forward to it. He thinks it'd be a lot of fun. But
From Phoenix,
hang
Arizona.
on, hang on. Let's get over here.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Gosh dang it.
Oh, look at Chana. Her feet is ready.
There we go. We can even get, well, we can't quite get everybody in.
But she's ready to go. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
You ready?
It's a challenge, Ken. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool, though. Let's see if I can end this one.